Hello everyone, welcome to Gaming Alchemy. Today on the channel we're going to be having a playthrough of DCeased, Gotham City Outbreak. It's a newer game I've got. The second in this series of kind of the smaller zombie side, Marvel Zombies. Now this is the DC version. And these are the heroes we are going to be playing as. We got Bane, Harley Quinn, Robin, and Batman. Here is Batman ability card. So we start with the ability to use this blue action right here. And we have 3 actions. As we kill more enemies, we're going to get more experience, and we're going to get more actions and more abilities. But we start the game with this one. Once during your turn, you may spend a power to eliminate a walker within range 1, or spend 2 power to search the heroic traits deck for any 1 card and take it, then shuffle the deck. So this is our power. We can spend it to roll more dice and perform certain abilities like that. But that's Batman. Robin's first ability is when performing a melee attack. For each roll of 6 after any re-rolls, roll 1 extra die. These dice may generate further additional dice. So that's pretty awesome. I like his ability a lot. And we got Bane. His ability is that he's got 4 health. At the start of each round, he gains an additional power. So at the start of every round, we always get a power. So technically we start the game at 0, but as soon as our activation phase begins, we are going to get a power. That's why I just put them all to 1. And this is Harley Quinn's card. Once during your turn, you may eliminate 1 walker or runner in your zone, or spend a power to eliminate a brute in your zone. That's a really cool power too. So normally in this game, you lose if all your characters have died. In this particular mission that we are doing, if only 2 of our characters die, then we are going to lose the mission. So this is the second mission in the game, and it's an easy one. I thought we'd just do something a little easier today. Just so you can get a taste for the feel of the game, but some of the later missions might be a little more involved. This is a pretty basic one. But it says, Gotham City has been overrun. The chaos is beyond containment. We can't fight this without knowing exactly what we're up against. That means getting out of here and figuring out what's going on. The JLA isn't responding, which means this isn't an isolated event. It also means we're on our own for now. But this is our city, and we will protect it. And our mission objectives are to take all the objectives on the board. So there's going to be these little objectives with an X there. We just have to get all of those objectives, complete them, and end a player phase with all remaining superheroes in the exit zone while there are no enemies in it. Exit zone is up here. And if 2 or more superheroes are eliminated, the players immediately lose the game. And every time we take one of those objectives, we get 5 experience points on our dial. So we start at 0, and that's why we're in the blue range. As soon as we get to 7, we'll be in the orange range, and we will get an extra action. And then once we get to, I guess that was yellow. So that's supposed to be yellow. Looks orange to me. This is orange. And we will get another ability on our characters. And then once we make it to red, which is 43 there, then we get this last ability there. I find in this game, though, that most of the time you never make it to red. You barely even make it to the orange here, which is maybe a tiny complaint I have of this game. Sometimes the scenarios aren't long enough for you to kill enough enemies, but this game seems to have a little bit more spawning of enemies than the Marvel Zombies version. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. And on our turn, these are all the actions we can do. We can move. So it costs 1 action point to move 1 space. We can open a door. And then we have to reveal what's inside the building when we do that. We can gain 2 power. We can only ever have 4 power, though, at a time. We can gain a trait, which is a heroic trait. They look like this, and they give you some kind of cool ability. You can only ever have 2 of those on each character at a time. We can rescue a bystander. So there's going to be bystanders in the buildings that we can potentially rescue. We can collect equipment. There's also going to be equipment in the rooms that we find, and we can interact with objectives. So these all cost 1 action point, or we can attack. And we can spend power to get extra dice, which is going to be key in winning this game. And every enemy has a toughness. Some have 1 toughness, so they just take 1 hit. Some have 2 hits, like the brutes. They take 2 hits from a single action. And then the zombie heroes, which you're going to see, take kind of a... They all have their own toughness. And why not just highlight these guys? So here's Killer Croc. He's one of the zombie heroes, even though he's a zombie bad guy. All these guys are zombie baddies, not really zombie heroes. But they call them zombie heroes regardless. There's Catwoman. Here is the Huntress. And last of all, we got the Joker. So they all look pretty cool. I like showing you guys playthroughs with painted minis because it just makes the game look a lot nicer. So right off the bat, we have got 2 buildings, one here and one here. I think I'm just going to split them up. We'll have 2 go this way and 2 go this way. And I think it's fitting if Batman and Robin each go this way. And so they got 2 actions left each. Batman's going to spend an action to open this door. And so we represent open the doors by these little open door tokens. You're basically like breaking the door down. And that door can never be closed again. And now that we have opened that building, we get to reveal everything inside of it. So first we do these spawns. So an enemy is going to spawn. And we can do this in any order. So let's do this one first. So we will spawn a zombie hero. Awesome. That's just what we wanted. So when that happens, we take one from the zombie hero deck and we spawn the Joker. And he has an ability. So he's got 3 toughness. And he's got an ability that says that he is last in target priority. At the end of his activation, spawn a runner in his zone. So there is an order to who you can attack first. And it's always zombie heroes normally. And then brutes, which are the guys that take 2 hits. But in this case, he is last in target priority. So we will put him on the board right there. And now we will spawn some zombies here, and we get a Walker Rush. So they are going to spawn and then activate. And because we're in the blue zone, nobody is in any higher zone, we spawn 2 of them there. And because they got the spawn then activate card, they are going to actually move right into this space. I shouldn't actually have had Robin move yet. I should have had Batman fully complete his turn. Got a little carried away there. But we'll just leave Robin there and just remember he has 2 actions left. And Batman has 1 action left. And since there's baddies in his zone, I think he's just going to try to attack them. Batman has this ability that he can spend a power once during his turn to eliminate a walker within range 1. So we are going to, since he's got a power, we're going to use that. And he is going to eliminate that 1 walker. And he's got 2 dice to roll. And he hits on 3 and above. So we will do that. We'll just roll the 2 dice. And he gets 2 hits, so he kills that last walker. So these 2 walkers are done. And Batman, he gets 2 experience for doing that. We also get to reveal this bystander. And it's not actually a bystander. It is another walker. So we will spawn another walker in that zone, but he doesn't activate yet. And I should mention that these equipment cards, we don't get to see them just because we opened the door to that building. We have to actually collect that equipment in order to see what it is. So it could also be a zombie that spawns in that zone. So yeah, I think Robin's got 2 actions left. Joker is going to move. He has 2 activations, so he will move 2 spaces to us. So he will come to us. So I don't think I'm going to go to him because I'm just going to get beat on. So I think for him, I will take a power action to increase his power to 2. Sorry, to 3 because he was at 1. And we will take a heroic trait. Oh my word, which is another walker in your zone. Then draw another heroic trait card. Jeez. Okay, finally, not another spawn zombie. Take the lead. If you're the first superhero to take a turn this round, discard during your turn to perform one free action. Okay, so it gives them another action. And Bane and Harley Quinn are going to move into here. So Bane will move 1. He'll open the door for 2, which I guess reveals everything. Who do we got in here? We got Oracle. Once per turn, you may spend 2 power to take any 1 card from the heroic trait discard pile. That's just like Batman's ability. So we can rescue these bystanders, and then their little standee follows us around. And they can take hits just like us. They can only take 1 hit each, and then they die. And we can sacrifice them instead of taking hits for ourselves. But then we all lose a power. All the heroes lose a power and a heroic trait if they have one. Okay, so let's do the spawning. So we will spawn a zombie here. And there we get anti-life pulse. If there are no zombie heroes on the board, spawn a zombie hero. All zombie heroes perform a move action. Then all superheroes within range 2 of a zombie hero lose a power and must discard a heroic trait. Oh, that super sucks. So Joker is going to move 1, and then he's going to make us lose a power and a heroic trait for Batman and Robin. So Joker is going to move 1, and he is going to make Robin lose that heroic trait we just got. Super annoying. And Robin is going to lose a power. Batman is at 0 power, so haha, Joker, joke's on you. But back to Bane's turn. So we got to spawn zombies in this zone, which we get a runner, but just 1. So we spawn, then all runners move up to 2 zones, and in each zone containing runners, all superheroes lose a power. Oh, yuck. Okay, so kind of some nasty ones right away. So then they activate. So she actually moves 2. All the runners move 2. So Bane is going to lose his only power. That's awesome. And that's all we do for spawning. So now he's got a runner in his zone. Another thing too is when you move out of a zone with an enemy, you have to spend an extra move action per enemy in that zone. So I think he's just going to try to squash that runner. He's got 2 dice and he hits on 3s and up. So he is going to roll those 2 dice and he gets 1 hit, which is enough to kill that runner. She's only got 1 toughness. So she is dead, and Bane gets on the experience tracker. So Harley Quinn is going to join Bane over here for 1 action. She's going to go in here for her 2nd action, and I think she'll just hop in over here for her 3rd action, and then she can get that objective on her next turn. And that is everyone activated. So now we do the enemy activation step. So this guy here, this little walker, is going to take a hit on either Robin or Batman. We can decide who. So we will just do Robin. And then the Joker here is going to move 1. And he has 2 activations, so he is going to attack as well. And we will give Batman the hit this time. So they've each got a hit already. And then this guy is going to move this way, we will say. And that is all the enemies on the board to activate. Now we spawn them in the spawn zones. And we always start with spawn zone number 1. And we draw 2 more walkers there. So we will spawn those guys in that zone. And then the only other spawn zone is over here. And we get 2 runners. So we'll put those guys there. So I think we're going to start with Robin. So he has 3 power now because everyone got an extra 1 at the start of their activation. And he has this sweet ability that I told you before. If he rolls any 6s, he gets to roll additional dice. And he's going to use all of his power. So he normally gets 3 dice plus 3 power. He gets 6 dice and he hits on 4 plus. And if you remember, oh, the other thing I forgot is that Joker was supposed to spawn a runner in his zone at the end of his activation. So there is actually a runner there too. Good thing I remember that. But anyway, we will do his roll to try to kill the Joker. So he has got 3 toughness, so we have to score 3 hits in 1 attack in order to kill this guy. But we do have all 6 dice to play with, so let's see what happens here. He scores hits on 4 plus, so he only got 2 hits? Are you kidding me?
Disappointed!
Robin, you're horrible. You got like a large straight though. Does that count for anything? Well, that majorly sucks. So Robin is going to spend his second action to get 2 more power. And then he is going to spend them for his third action to attack the Joker again. So he will have 3 plus 2 dice for 5 dice. And maybe he can actually roll some 6s too. Would be nice. So he can get extra dice. That's like his whole ability. And he only got 2 hits again. Robin, come on. I'm going to smack you. Well, that leaves the Batman to try to take the Joker out. And, oh, but he actually he's last in target priority. Oh, yeah, that's what his card says. So, okay, so let's do this. Oh, I totally screwed everything up. But let's just have Robin kill these 2 guys then, because he would have. And this is why you got to remember all the rules, right? So we'll just say he killed them and didn't hit Joker on his second turn. So Batman will attempt to kill the Joker now. And he is going to use one of his actions to get 3 power. And he's going to do the same thing. He's going to spend them all. So he hits on 3 plus, so at least, but he only has 2 dice. But with the extra 3, he'll get 5 dice hitting on 3 plus. So hopefully Batman can do better. And he does. He gets 3 hits because he hits on 3 and up. With that, that takes out the Joker. So the Joker laughs his way to death. And he is gone, and Batman gains 3 experience for that. He's only a couple away from getting an extra action every turn. And then I think we'll have Harley Quinn complete this objective. So that's 1 action for her. And she is going to go up 5 for doing that, because that's what our mission said. We got 5 experience points for completing an objective. And then she has got 2 actions left, so I don't know if she really cares about rescuing Oracle or not, but I think she will. She'll go into here for second action, and her third action, she will rescue Oracle. So now this becomes an ability that Harley Quinn has. So once during her turn, she can spend 2 heroic traits, or sorry, 2 power to take any 1 heroic trait card from the discard pile. And so you guys can see what these equipment cards are. I think Bane is going to move 1, 2 and collect this equipment, and we'll see what it is. It is a stun rod. So when attacking with this, each roll of 6 deals 2 hits to a single enemy. Ooh. That's not too shabby, and it's similar to what Bane has already. He rolls 2 dice with hitting on 3 plus, but it gives him that little extra ability, so that's not too bad. So he spent 1, 2, and then he picked up the equipment for 3. So that's everyone activated. And now enemies are going to activate. So these walkers are just going to move 1 space over here. These runners have 2 activations, so they're going to move 2 spaces towards the closest enemy, which is Robin and Batman, and then this walker is just going to move up there. So nobody gets attacked. Hooray! And then we are going to spawn enemies. So we spawn another zombie hero. Oh, and we actually spawn 2 more walkers with him. Wow. Crazy. So we spawn Catwoman. Okay, Catwoman is coming out there, and we also have to spawn 2 walkers. And then over here we spawn a brute, a crushing charge. Spawn, then all brutes move. Then in each zone containing brutes, a superhero there must discard a heroic trait or suffer a wound. So that part's not going to happen, but they will activate. We spawn a brute, and then he is going to activate. And Batman's ability is that he can use a power to eliminate a walker up to 1 space away within range. So he is going to do that. He's going to spend a power to eliminate that walker, and then he gets another experience. And then he is going to attack, and that actually didn't cost an action because it just says you may spend a power to eliminate a walker. It didn't cost an action to do that. So that's great. We still have 3 actions. So he did use a power, so he's at 0. So he's going to use 1 power, or 1 action to get 2 more power. And then he has 2 actions left. So he's going to spend that power. So he'll have 4 dice, and he has range 0 to 1. So he's going to try to take out those 2 runners over there. And he will have 4 dice to attack with. So he attacks with 4, and he hits on 3+. So he got 3 hits, so he takes out those 2 runners. So with that, these guys are gone. And Batman actually moves into the orange zone. So he gets an extra action that we get to use this turn. And he had 1 action left, so he still has 2 actions, which is pretty great. So he's going to take a heroic trait. And he gets slipped through. Discard during your turn to ignore enemies when moving this turn. Okay, that could be helpful. And then his last action, he is just going to take 2 more power. And then Robin, he is going to, I think he will move up here for 1 action and start heading this way for 2 actions. And he will take a heroic trait as well for his last action. He gets bypass defenses, discard before attacking, and spend a power to have enemies suffer -1 toughness against this attack. Ooh, that's going to be helpful when defeating the zombie heroes. And Bane could go up here and attack these guys, but then Catwoman is here, and she would just come in and then hit him. And I don't really want Bane to lose life. I'm trying to preserve some life here. And Harley Quinn is down here anyway. And this door hasn't been opened yet. So Catwoman isn't going to go this way. She's going to go the open way. So I think we'll just have him move 2. And then he will take a heroic trait as well. And he gets Rally Allies. Discard during your turn to have all other superheroes within range to gain power each. Okay. I can handle that. And then Harley Quinn is going to move there. Her 1 action. She will also take a heroic trait. Discard during your turn to have all the superheroes within range. Oh, it's the same one. So we got lots of ways to get power, which is great. And then she has 1 action left. And maybe she will actually open this door, because then Catwoman is 1, 2, 3 this way. 1, 2, 3 this way. So we get to choose which way she goes. And actually these walkers up here would actually split up. So one would go this way, one would go this way. So she's going to open this door, and we'll have Catwoman come this way. And then we'll be able to go up this way up to some other buildings up there. So she will open that door for her last action, and that's everyone activated. So now we move on to the enemy activation step. So like we said, well, these walkers are going to move in there. 1 is going to go there, and then we are going to have Catwoman and this walker move this way. She gets to activate again, but she doesn't get to attack us because she's not in the same zone as us. And now we can kind of hopefully go this way and keep on moving up to these other objectives. And the last enemy on the board is this brute, so we will move him 1 space. and then we will spawn enemies. So we'll start with our number 1 spot, and we spawn a horde. Spawn all enemies listed at the current danger level and all levels below that. So Batman is actually in the yellow stage, so we have to spawn a brute and 4 walkers in that spot. Ugh. So we spawn a brute and 4 walkers. Not nice. And then over here, we spawn 4 walkers because now that Batman is in the yellow, every time we spawn something, it'll always be in the yellow until somebody goes higher. So we will put those guys there. Oops. Come on, stand up, zombies. And I'm kind of feeling like Bane probably wouldn't run from a fight. So I think we are just gonna go in and fight Catwoman and just take her out so we're not worried about her following us all the time. So Bane is going to move 1 in there. And then he is going to spend, he's got 4 power to spend. He's going to spend it all. So he's going to have 6 dice, but he's going to use his weapon that we got. So each 6 deals 2 hits. So that's pretty awesome. So let's go roll those dice. So he gets 6 hits on Catwoman. And if he gets 6s, they do 2 hits. So that's 4 hits. And that's actually amazing because he only rolled those 2 hits. And because of our weapon, each roll of 6 deals 2 hits. And she, if you remember, only has 3, I believe. Yes, she only has 3 toughness, so Bane gets 3 experience points. Bane doesn't even have that much experience, so he goes up 3 to 4. And that was 2 actions, so Catwoman is now off the board. And he moved and attacked, and so I think he will just move back in here for his last action. And then Harley Quinn, sorry, Oracle should be with Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is going to move up to here, and she is going to attack these guys up there. Oracle is going to follow her. So there's 2 walkers there, so she is going to use maybe 1 power. She already gets 3 dice. Oh, let's use 2 power. So she'll get 5 dice and rolls hits on 4 and up. So here's her roll, and she rolls 3 hits, and so she kills those 2 walkers. So those walkers are no longer walking, and then she gets, 2 more experience, which gives her an extra action. So she still has 2 actions left. She is just going to take another heroic trait, I think. So, discard when enemies move into your zone to perform 1 free attack action targeting your zone. That is really nice and handy. And Batman has 4 actions to spend, so he is going to move 1, and he is going to try to take out that brute. He is going to use 2 more dice, 2 more power, sorry, to get 2 more dice. So he'll have 4 dice rolling on hits of 3 and up. Oh, and he rolls 4 hits, so he easily takes out that brute. So with that, he takes him out, and he gets another experience. So that was 2 actions, so he still has 2 actions left. So I think he is going to move up here with Robin for 1 action. Maybe he'll open this door over here for his last action. So that'll move an open door, and then we have to spawn. Sorry about that. Wasn't even in view. And then we have to spawn enemies in this building here. And we also get to see who these guys are. So we got Harvey Bullock. And his ability says, before attacking, you may discard a heroic trait to roll 2+ dice. Ooh, that's kind of handy. And then we got Lucius Fox. Each time you perform a power-up action, gain an extra power to your character. And then we got to spawn enemies in that zone. We get 3 runners. So we spawned 3 runners there. And we hit 3 walkers in this zone there. 1, 2, and 3. And we will also put their minis down so they could potentially get killed this turn if we don't take care of all those enemies. Because those runners have 2 activations. So Robin has 3 actions. So he's going to go 1. He's going to take a power action to get 4 power and then spend them all for his 3rd action, which will give him 7 dice. Nice. So he's going to roll 7 dice. Any 6s he gets to roll additional dice. So he actually rolls 3 hits already, which is more than enough. He doesn't even need to roll extra dice, but yeah, he rolled poopy anyway. So he gets 3 hits, so he takes out those runners. So he takes these 3 guys out, or girls out, and then he actually is gonna get 1, 2, 3. Getting close to that extra action. So he moved, he did a power, and then he attacked. So he has used all his actions as well. And that's all our superheroes activated. So now we're gonna activate all the zombies. So those guys are gonna move up there. These guys are all gonna move 1 space this way. This guy is gonna move into our zone with Harley Quinn. And all these guys are gonna move over here. And then this guy by himself is just going to move down here. So nobody gets attacked, which is great, but now we have to spawn enemies. So in our number 1 spawn zone, feel like a zombie hero is going to come up soon, but no, this is a horde. Spawn all enemies listed, so we are in the yellow. So we have to spawn a brute and 4 walkers again in that zone. That's literally what happened last time. So we'll put them on the board there. And these guys here, we spawned 3 brutes over here. Woo! So there are our 3 brutes. So we are starting to get a few more enemies on the board for sure. It is starting to get a little hairy. But with that, we will move on to the heroes activation phase. And I think Harley Quinn and Bane are going to need a little help over here. There's quite a bit going on. So I think we're going to actually have Batman come and save the day, and he has 4 actions, so that was 1 action. He's got 3 actions left. He's gonna try taking some of these guys out, and then I think also maybe he's gonna attack this square once too and try to take some of these guys out. So he is going to do a power action for his 2nd action. So now he's got 2 actions left, so he's going to spend 2 power on each attack action. So he's going to spend 2, so he's going to have 4 dice, hitting on 3+, and he is going to attack these guys first. Batman could use his power to, he can spend 1 power to eliminate 1 walker within range 1, but I don't think he's going to use it. He's just going to use it for extra dice, and look at that, he rolls 4 hits. So he takes out that brute and 2 walkers. So he takes out this guy and 2 walkers. So he is gonna get 2 more experience. And he has range of up to 1 space away. That's why we can attack them. And then now he is going to attack this space over here with his last action. So he is going to spend his last 2 remaining power. And he is going to try to take out some of those walkers. So he's got 4 dice again, hitting on 3+. He only takes out 1. Yuck. Batman. Saved it all for that 1 space. But that's probably better because they actually needed help to try to escape that building. So he only takes out 1 of them. Does get another experience. But, you know, every little bit helps. So I just saw something that makes me feel really stupid. But remember when Robin and Batman were over here in this building and they got so excited that they defeated Joker and then they just ran away from the objective? We were supposed to go in there and complete this objective, and somehow my brain forgot to do that. That's really pathetic.
You are one pathetic loser.
So Batman is gonna have to go down there on his next turn and take care of that, I guess. You know, he just wanted to do extra work for no reason. It's fine. It's fine. But I think for Harley Quinn's turn, she is going to discard this Rally Allies, so that will give Bane an extra power, which puts him all the way up to 3 power. And then Harley Quinn is going to attack this Walker over there. And she's just going to use her normal attack, 3 dice, no extra power or nothing. Because she's pretty sure she's going to take care of that one Walker, and she does. She hits on 4 pluses, so she got 1 hit out of that. And she removes that guy, and then she goes up. 1 more on her experience tracker. And then for her second action, she's going to move up into here, and she is going to attack these 2 walkers. And I think I will have her use 2 of her power, so she's down to 1 power now, but she gets 2 extra dice for 5 dice. Looking for 2 hits on 4 plus, and she just gets 2 hits. So she takes care of those 2 walkers. So she takes care of those 2 guys, and then moves up 2 more on her experience tracker, and then she's got 1 action left, so she's just going to move into the middle with Batman. And then Bane over here. Oh, Oracle should be with her. And then Bane over here. He's just hanging out by himself. He is going to, he's only got 3 actions. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Join him in the middle. And we just have Robin left. And Robin only has 1 power. So I think for his first action, he's going to take a power action. And he's hanging out, having a good time with his good buddies over here. So he is going to take them out, and he's going to use all his power. So he's got 3 dice plus 3 power, gives him 6 dice to try to take those walkers out with. So here's Robin's roll, and he hits on 4 plus, so he did 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Enough to take those guys out. So with that, he clears that room. And he is now in the yellow, which gives him an extra action. So he has 2 actions already. He is just going to go in here and complete the objective. So he will get another 5 experience. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's at the 13. And that is 2 out of the 4 objectives taken. Again, we should have had this one done already. But, you know, sometimes, you know, Batman's getting older. He's starting to forget things. He's getting a little bit geriatric. You know, can't expect superheroes to remember everything all the time. They're human too, right? We'll do our enemy activation step. So we'll have this guy go in there. And then all these guys are going to move 1 space over here. And these walkers are going to come to the heroes in the middle. And then these brutes are going to move 1 space that way. And now we will do our spawning. So in spawn zone number 1, we have a zombie hero. Awesome. Can't wait. And it is the Huntress. So she's got 3 toughness, and her ability is that she can attack from range 1. Each time she attacks, roll a die. On a 5+, any superhero wounded by her attack loses all power. So she is kind of a jerk that way. She likes to take your power away. So we will spawn Huntress there. And then on this side of the board, we got 3 walkers, and then they activate. Walker Rush, it's called. So they're gonna activate, or sorry, spawn here and then join the brutes. And I think for the next round we will have Bane go first because he's got this Rally Allies ability too. That's gonna give Harley Quinn and Batman each a power, which is awesome. So we will do that. give Batman a power and Harley Quinn a power. And then he will, Bane is at 4 power right now. So he is going to try taking out these 3 guys. So he's got 2 dice and he hits on 3+. Let's have him use let's do 3 more dice. So he's going to go down to 1 power and he's going to roll 5 dice. And we'll see if he can take these guys out. And he does without any issues whatsoever. And he actually has this stun rod that makes the 6s do 2 hits each. So they're super dead. And with that, Bane takes all 3 of those guys out. And he is finally in the yellow, which gives him an extra action. So he's actually got 3 actions left. And what should we do with Bane? Maybe we'll have him move up. He's still got 3 actions because he's only attacked once. So 1, 2, and then maybe he'll open this door. And we will see what is behind it. Sorry, not even in view here. Watching the game, not the camera. And so we will just have to spawn zombies there. And we get, oh, just 1 brute. That doesn't seem that bad at all. And then we do get to, oh, that's equipment, so we don't get to see what that is until we grab it. And Batman's like, I screwed up, guys. I'll go get that objective. I'm a geriatric. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll make it into the room with the objective. And he can grab it on his next turn. Harley Quinn, she is going to, I don't know if she should just take out some more guys. I guess the Huntress is going to be moving 2 on her activation, so she might not want to stay there. But Batman might need some help getting through those hordes of enemies in a bit here. Maybe we'll have Harley Quinn go up here. 1, 2, 3. And she'll rescue Harvey Bullock over here. We don't really need to rescue the bystanders in this particular mission, but why not? Before attacking, you may discard a heroic trait to roll +2 dice. That's actually a pretty fun ability. And that is Harley Quinn's turn. We just have Robin left to deal with. And why not? He might as well rescue Lucius Fox here. And his ability is, each time you perform a power-up action, you can gain an extra power. So that's pretty awesome. And then he will move out of there. He's got 3 actions left. 1, 2. And he'll maybe just hang out there and he'll take a power action. And because of Lucius Fox, normally you get 2 on a power action, but he will give him 1 more. And that is not too bad. And just like that, we are done the character activation phase. So we are on the enemy activation phase. So we're going to move him there. Huntress is going to move 2 towards superheroes. And let's just move the camera here. These guys are all going to move this way. And these guys are all going to move this way. Woo! That is a lot of guys. And then this guy is going to move 1 towards Bane. Boy, he doesn't know what's coming to him. And then we will have to spawn. So 3 brutes are going to end up in zone 1. And in the other zone, we got the last zombie hero. Oh, plus spawn a zombie hero plus indicated runners. Holy cow. So 2 more runners as well. And we only have Killer Croc left. And he's got 4 toughness if we're in the blue, but we're all in yellow or above. So he has actually 5 health, which is crazy. And he gains +1 action and +1 toughness at the orange or red danger level. Oh, at orange or red. So that's, I think we're still okay if we're in yellow because that looks like it's supposed to be orange. But that still sucks because Killer Croc, he's a killer. And then we also got to spawn those 2 runners there. So Batman is over here and he's saying, I'm such an idiot. Why didn't I do this objective before? So he's going to use his first action to complete that objective, like he should have so many years ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 experience he gets for that. Ooh, he's almost in the orange. That's not going to be good. And then he is going to get out of dodge. And just wondering if he should try to go out the back way and go through that building instead of trying to go through this horde of zombies. Yeah, maybe we will try that. So he used one action. He's got 3 left. And we will leave that door closed for now, because then I think these zombies up here are going to go that way. And then on his next turn, he can open this door and go out the back. So he's got 1 action left. Maybe he will just pick up a heroic trait card. Discard, you got Empowered Strike, discard before attacking and spend 1 power to roll plus 3 dice. Ooh. Fancy. And then Bane up here, he is going to move 1 into this room, and he is going to attack this brute. And he is going to use 1 extra power, so he's going to roll 3 dice. And he's going to use his stun rod, so his 6s are going to deal 2 hits. So let's roll that now. And he actually does 2 hits, so he takes care of that brute. So he gets rid of this guy, and he gets another experience, putting him up to 14. And his other 2 actions, he's just going to move over here and take this objective, which moves him up. Oh, sorry, he wasn't at 14. I moved Robin's there. He's only at 7, but he gets 5 more for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's up to 12. And Robin and Harley Quinn are feeling like they are on the Suicide Squad. So they are gonna go into this massive horde and try to take things out because, hey, that'd be some good entertainment. Yeah, it looks good on the camera. So that is what Robin is gonna do. And if you remember, he's got this bypass defense's heroic trait that says discard before attacking and spend a power to have enemies suffer -1 toughness against this attack, which is super helpful because Huntress is hanging out in there and we have to prioritize her first. So we are going to do that, and he's going to use, so he has to spend 1 power. He's at 4 power right now. So he is going to spend a power to be able to do that, to give them -1 toughness. And remember that every time he rolls a 6, he actually gets an extra dice. And then he's also going to spend all of his extra power to get 3 more dice. So he'll have 6 dice hitting on 4+ with -1 toughness to that Huntress. So he only needs 2 hits to kill the Huntress. Oh, and he gets an extra dice spawned from his 6. Oh, which spawns another dice, which ended up being a 5. So he got all hits. That's 6 hits, and she only took 2. So we can take her out and a bunch more. So he takes out the Huntress, and then he's got 4 hits left. Oh, and he does -1 toughness to all these guys too. So these guys, these brutes normally have 2 toughness. They only have 1 toughness now. So he takes out 1, 2, 3, 4 brutes and a zombie hero. Robin, you beast! I take back everything bad I said about you before. And he's still got 2 actions left, so he's going to take a power. And because he's got Lucius Fox, he gains another one. And then he's going to spend those again for his last action to get 6 more dice. But don't have the toughness -1, but who cares? These are all just normal walkers. Robin could take all these guys out all by himself, man. Man, he is the bomb. He's a deadly guy. Pecking him to death. And before I did that, we should actually give him his experience. So he got 3 from Huntress and then 4 more from those brutes, which puts us in the orange officially now. So that's going to sting a bit once we have to spawn enemies, but we will roll his 6 dice, and he rolls 2 more 6s. He hits on 4+, so he only has 2 hits at the moment, but he gets to roll 2 more, gets nothing. So, but he took out 2 of those walkers and like 4 brutes and a zombie hero, so he's not doing too bad. So he takes out 2 more of these guys, leaving 5 left, and he gets 2 more experience. And now it'll be Harley Quinn's turn, and I think she is just gonna move her posse of bystanders to join Robin. So that was 1, 2, 3. So she has 1 more attack, and she actually has full power right now. So she is going to spend it all, baby. So she's gonna get 7 dice rolling on, or hitting on 4+. And she's got a power that once during her turn, she may eliminate a walker or runner in her zone, or spend a power to eliminate a brute. So we will use her power to just eliminate one of those walkers right off the bat, leaving 4 left. So she has got 7 dice to roll. So she hits on 4+. So she did 2 hits. And she gets 1 more dice. And okay, so she got 2 hits. Which still isn't bad when you consider the monstrosity of that horde that was there just a few turns ago. So I gave her the 1 already for that one she killed with her special ability, so I'll give her the 2 more for those 2 she just took care of. And that is the enemy phase done. So we are going to activate everyone. And these 2 guys here, actually let's activate these guys over here first, because they are going to join in the fun. These runners won't be able to attack, but they'll be in the same space. And now Killer Croc is going to attack, and he is going to, we can decide who he wants, or who he's going to hit. Actually, he is not going to hit, because he activated twice and he had to move both times, so he doesn't have any activations left. So the only ones that are going to attack us are these 2 walkers here. So we will give Harley Quinn and Robin each a hit, which brings Robin down to 1. So he is 1 away from death, but we can actually have 2 people die, 2 heroes die, and we can still complete this mission. So that's not too horrible. But then we got to activate these other guys. So this guy's going to move up there, and then these brutes are going to move over there, and then we will spawn new zombies. So we are actually in the orange now. So we spawn 8 walkers in that spot. So there is 8 walkers in that spot. It ramps up quickly, man, once you get higher up in the higher levels of your experience. And then over here, we spawn only 6 walkers. Oh, that's so nice. And there is our 6 walkers over there. Okay, and for our next activation phase, everyone gets a power. Don't want to forget about that. And Batman is having second thoughts about going out the back way, because he's only going to be able to make it to this spot and attack once. And then he's going to be kind of stuck there with more enemies showing up. And he's going to have to deal with them, and he will, it just doesn't seem as feasible as I was thinking before. So because everybody's already in the middle over here, he's just going to go back to them. And because they can take care of these guys, and he can at least make it almost to there. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He can make it to them. There you go. And because Robin is in the orange on his experience dial now, he has a new ability unlocked. Assassin's Training. It says you can ignore target priority and ignore enemies when moving. Before attacking, spend a power to have enemies suffer -1 toughness against that attack. And Killer Croc now has 5 hits we got to get on him because we are now in the orange, which super sucks. Oh, he actually gains an action and toughness. Oh, so he would have had a 3rd action before. So Harley Quinn should have taken another hit, so we'll give that to her now. So Harley Quinn and Robin both have only 1 health point left. which is not great. But we're hoping Robin can lay the smackdown like he did on the last turn and take care of some of these guys. So he is going to use this ability. For his first action, he's going to take a power action. And because of Lucius, he gets an extra one. So he's going to have 4. He is going to spend 1 to give -1 toughness to this attack. And he has to attack Killer Croc first. Well, actually, he doesn't because he can ignore target priority now. But he's going to do that anyway because he wants to try to get rid of that guy. And then he's going to spend all 3 of his power on his second action to get 3 more dice and try to attack Killer Croc with it. So these don't actually cost actions to use, usually. So that's why we can do that and still have our 4 actions left. So he is going to roll those dice and try to take out Killer Croc. So he's got 6 dice and he rolls hits on 4+. So here's hoping for at least 4 hits. Oh yes, Robin, you're amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, and he actually gets 3 more dice. Okay, so that wasn't a hit. That wasn't a hit. That's another 6. So 6 hits plus 1 more dice. So 6 plus 1. 7 hits he got. Robin, I never doubted you, my friend. So with those 7 hits, he takes out the Killer Croc with 4 of them. And that is all the zombie heroes done. And he is just cleaning up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our Killer Croc. And then he has got 3 hits left. So he's going to take out 2 runners and a walker. And get 3 more. Man, I never would have thought that Robin was going to be the hero of the day. And then Harley Quinn's turn. She's going to use... just wait, what is she doing? Right. Before I'm using this guy, his ability, Harvey Bullock. Before attacking, you may discard a heroic trait to roll 2+ dice. So we're just going to discard this and get 2 extra dice on her roll. So she rolls 3 dice normally, so she gets 2 extra dice because of that. So she is going to roll 5 dice and try to take out the... I mean, that's kind of overkill for this one stupid walker, but I want to make sure he's dead, you know? So she gets 5 dice, and she rolls on 4+. Rolls hits on 4+. So she rolled 1 hit. So I guess that was a good thing that I did that. And she takes out that walker. So it takes out the last enemy in our zone there. And she goes up to 14 on the old experience tracker. She's got 3 actions left. So she's going to take a power action. And I think she's going to gain another heroic trait for 1 more action. Bide your time. If you're the last superhero to take a turn this round, discard during your turn to perform a free action. Ooh, nice. And I think she will just move 1 up here. And then she can jump back in the middle if she has to, but she's at least 1 spot closer to the exit, which is up here. So now that we have all 4 objectives, we just have to make it up to the exit, spend an action while we're on there, and we are out of here and we win this mission. But we do have to activate all these guys, so they're going to move into our space, but they only have 1 action, so they aren't going to attack us. And all 8 of these guys are going to move over there. And all 6 of these guys are going to move in over there, so that we are definitely getting closed in on all sides, except for north and south, which is good because we want to go north. And then we will spawn a card, and we spawn 6 more walkers in this spot there. So we will put those there. Zombies are falling over all over the place here. And then we spawn 3 runners over here, which I happen to have right here. Perfect. Or not perfect. I actually totally forgot to do Bane's turn on his last turn there. He's just kind of hanging out. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3. And maybe Yeah, he'll just hang out there and he'll do power action. And that will be his turn. And now he'll start doing all the other players' turns again. So I think we will have, since Robin is just, actually, I don't know if we want him to take too many more enemies out because he's going to get into the red if he keeps doing that. But he is kind of the beast. So, but we'll have Batman try to take some of these brutes out first. He's got 4 power at the moment. And he can actually spend a power to eliminate. No, he cannot. Never mind. He can spend a power to eliminate a walker. So he will do that. Why not? He'll spend 1, get rid of the only walker for 1 experience point. Oh, and he's almost in the orange, which gives him another ability. Once he kills 1 more guy, he is going to have, each time a zombie hero spawns, you may perform a free action. At the start of each enemy phase, you may spend 2 power to allow anyone superhero to perform a free action. Wow. That's really cool. But he will spend the rest of his dice to get 3 more dice. So he's going to have 5 dice and he hits on 3+. So he's got 5 dice, hits on 3+. So he got 3 hits, which takes 1 of those brutes out. So he knocks down 1 of them, gets an extra experience, which pushes him into the orange. And he's got 3 actions left. Yeah, he just attacked once. So he's going to do 2 power actions and then an attack action. He's going to spend them all again. So he's going to have 6 dice to play with and getting hits on 3+. So 6 dice, hitting on 3+. Oh, good job, Batman. He gets 4 hits, which takes those 2 brutes out. And with that, Batman is the hero of the day now. And he gets 2 more experience, pushing him pretty well into the orange. And now Robin will go. And I think he's just gonna abandon old Batman. Say, see you later, bud. And go 1, 2, and 3 go off the map. And that is those 2 gone. And I think Bane and Harley Quinn are gonna do the same. So Bane is gonna come off. Harley Quinn is gonna come off. And it's just Batman all by himself. Darkness, my only friend. Oh, he's still got Lucius Fox, which actually shouldn't be there because he escaped with Robin. And enemies are going to activate. So we are going to have 14 walkers attack Batman for the epic final showdown. And I think Batman's going to get totally destroyed. Because he can't actually leave that space because it costs an extra move action for every enemy in your space. So I think he's screwed. He's going to die for sure, but it's going to be epic. And, you know, it's just like Batman to sacrifice himself for the greater good. And then these guys are going to move in. And then these runners are actually going to end up in here too. And so Batman's got some work cut out for him. But even if he dies, we still win this mission. So, you know, there's that. And then we got to spawn more zombies over here. So we are in the orange. So 3 brutes are going to end up there. And we got 3 runners over here. And here's those 3 runners. Now back to Batman's turn. He's got 4 actions, so he is going to... Oh, no way. Just a sec. He has got this heroic trait I forgot about. Discard during your turn to ignore enemies when moving this turn. That's amazing. Batman might survive after all. So we're going to use that. Forget doing power. He's just going to move, slip through these enemies. 1, 2... and spend an action to escape off the map. And look at that, everyone. The superheroes did it. They defeated all 4 zombie heroes. So that was good to get to show you all the different heroes and their abilities and stuff. And didn't even lose a single guy. Amazing. So yeah, that was an easy mission, you guys. See? Easy. I mean, we didn't lose a single guy, but man, that ramped up very quickly at the end. Normally, in the Marvel Zombies version, your hero hardly ever makes it in the orange. So I was actually quite pleased to see that happen to at least two of our characters. And these two guys were in the yellow, and they were only, not too far away from getting into the orange. So yeah, that was a fun little playthrough. Hopefully you enjoyed, and stay tuned for our next video. Like and subscribe if you like what we're doing here on the Gaming Alchemy channel. Have a great day, everyone.